There has been a new United Nations report which has looked at biodiversity loss for the first time in the world. So it's looked at 15,000 sources of information, most of which are scientific, to come to the conclusion that we've changed 75% of the land on Earth.
12 million hectares of rainforest were destroyed last year.
As we lose those forests as they're cleared and burned, it makes a huge contribution to global warming and climate change.
It's also found that more than 80% of our wetlands are lost forever. Having said that, in the last 5 years, permission for cutting 1 crore trees was given and trees were cut down. Whether it's the RA case in Bombay, whether it's development of colonies in South Delhi, we actually have a lot of tree cutting projects. There are many sectors which are getting a free pass to cut trees. These corridors, these forest corridors, the connections between different forests are increasingly being cut down and cleared for, highways or railways or any kind of expansion, even mining. In order to balance environment as well as our growth, we need to think about leaving some of these areas alone or not expanding things that are known to have a very bad impact on wildlife, which means we need to stop further deforestation. We need to link the climate emergency to the biodiversity crisis. There's a climate emergency all over the world. There's been a heat wave that most of the world has gone through, including India. So you have drought in some places and you have floods in the others, but generally days are getting hotter. One of the ways to solve the climate crisis is to look at biodiversity as a solution. We need to have more natural ecosystems that can help safeguard us from the worst impacts of climate. So if we are going to have more cyclones coming on the coast, we need mangroves to help us prevent any kind of catastrophic destruction on the coastline. If the days are getting hotter, we need more trees in cities and we need more trees in forests in order to regulate the microclimate. And finally, if we are looking at water security, forests play an extremely important role because trees do what is known as evapotranspiration, in which they are able to bring water into the soil, but also the loss of moisture through the leaves helps in the rain cycle and it helps in attracting clouds, it helps in bringing rainfall. So therefore, to solve the water crisis, we definitely need to look at keeping native forests with native species intact as much as is possible.